I mean, after Liverpool hit the post, they really turned it on, Joleon.
Yeah, that's the thing. Obviously, a bit fortunate in them that the ball ran out and it didn't go to Mane. But that doesn't surprise us, that performance and that result. They can do that to any team. And that's the credit to the way they play and the movement and the cohesion with all the players. And it's great to watch. And I don't think Liverpool have obviously felt like this for a while. Obviously, they haven't been beaten this bad. I'm not saying that it's over, but in regards to what they look like now, they don't look like the same team when it was 0-0. They're pressing and it's a bit more erratic and just players going off on a tangent. So hopefully there's more goals to come.
It shows when a team does get that momentum and actually some stuff goes their way. But actually, when they manage to put the passes together, when they play the beautiful football that we've seen for years under Pep Guardiola as well, how it works, and you can break a team, even a team as good as Liverpool, you can break them down. And Raheem Sterling, that first run there for that penalty, we saw Kevin De Bruyne, penalty taker, that's what he is right now, put another one away for us. But it seems like everyone's on the same page again, and I'm not saying that they haven't been this season, because they definitely have been, but when they are, and when we see that beautiful football work its magic, it's beautiful to see, Joleon.
Yeah, definitely. I think when you see and it's all kind of in sync, there's no better team to watch. There's no more enjoyable football to see, and the understanding of the players. But like you said, it seems to fit today. Obviously, we've seen a different side of it against Newcastle. There was a lot more pressing and hurrying to get the ball back. I think there's a lot more respect being shown by both teams in terms of getting the ball back. But when City have it, they're clinical with it. They're passing and they're making the right decisions. The players are running off the ball, hoping to get it. And if they don't, they're creating space for someone else. So there's a lot of things that are going unnoticed to the naked eye, but everyone's playing on the right, singing off the same hymn sheet.
Well, there was a moment which was quite key, I think, the turning point, which was Liverpool hitting the post. And at the start of the game, I think it had lived up to the hype. You know, there was a little bit of nervousness in the air. And then, of course, we turned it on. And I think one player that embodied that was Phil Foden. And I remember you said after he got that assist that suddenly Phil was kind of firing on all cylinders from nowhere.
100%. I think before that, if you analyse his performance, it was okay. He gave the ball away a couple of times and he looked a bit tentative and nervous. And then as soon as he gets that assist, he's going into spaces and he's dropping it our first time. He just looks a lot cleaner. He looks a lot sharper, and obviously then his goal. And we're saying, like, at the minute he's playing immortal. He's playing in the kind of Messi, Ronaldo bracket and scoring or assisting every game. This is not real football for every footballer. It doesn't work like that. But Phil Foden has created a level, and it's just ridiculous to see.
We've seen this team time and time again have performances, 45 minutes like we've just seen there, but they are playing against Liverpool, and actually now it feels like there's no fans in the stadium, there's nobody here, but we are still watching in awe of what they're able to produce, these 11 players, and you can see Pep stood on the sideline as well, still shouting, 3-0 up at half-time. I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say during this half-time team talk to ensure that the next 45 minutes are just as good.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one thing Pep has created is a lack of kind of complacency, and the demands are still there regardless of what the score is in any game. You see, I think it was a Stoke game a couple of seasons ago when it was 5 or 6 and he was just demanding more. So that doesn't surprise me, but I think if you look at the team and the fact that there's no fans here, to witness this is disappointing for all the fans that would have been here, but it hasn't fazed the players. They've literally set the stall out, and this is how we play, this is how we played before, and we're going to kind of look to dominate.
There's no room for complacency, but I feel something that pops up every now and then in City's game is just that lapse of concentration, where they just switch off for that key moment and they give away that pass. And it's happened a few times in that half. I think Gundogan a couple of times, Rodri there at the end, where we just give it away. How hard is it to get rid of those mistakes?
It's not necessarily get rid of them. It's like preventing it from happening in a short space of time. Mm-hmm. So if that's going to happen again, but hopefully it happens in 10 games time, and the next time it's 15 games time. It's just you can't never rule anything out from happening. It's just making sure that the distance and the gaps from it happening the next time is further away. So in regards to that, it's still a big game. Mm-hmm. Regardless of there's no fans here, it's still a big game, a big occasion. So there is going to be nerves at times, and obviously players do make mistakes.
Well, we can now hear the thoughts of Cheeky, who is standing downstairs for a little half-time interview.
Cheeky, 3-0, half-time. What are your thoughts on that first half? Difficult, no? Difficult one. Even I didn't expect, no? I mean, the score is really good, but we have to recognize also that they play well. They are the champions, and you can see why they are the champions, no? I mean, they do the high pressing also very well inside and run into the space. So they are a very difficult team, and reality that we have a very good first half.
To my eye, that's the fittest we've looked since football's returned. I mean, we're looking quite sharp there in our first half, aren't we?
Yeah, very good game to watch. No, because also both teams, they are trying just to play, go in attack, go into the space. Maybe we are trying to do a bit more combination. It's more our style, but they are running a lot and chances, let's say, in the both sides. No, we have been very efficient as well, and I'm happy to see that.
Young Gary Garcia back in the side. I mean, Liverpool's front three, it's about the toughest test you can give for a young defender, but he looks comfortable out there. I mean, how impressed have you been with his progress?
Very, very intelligent boy. Well, more than a boy already. Very intelligent, good character. He's also leader. He has always even leading the defense. He has been great, and even saying that he's in the side of probably the striker that has more pace. No, that's Mane, and he's the one that goes more to the space between Kyle and him, and he has done very, very well.
We spoke about Phil Foden last time, but we're going to have to speak about him again. I mean, his performance levels jumped up significantly. What did you make of his all-round performance in that first half?
Top and scoring, and you can see the difficulty also against the top team, also performing. It means that he's already very mature, and the fact that I don't know, he's scoring I think maybe 4 goals, no, since the lockdown. So it means a lot to have a midfielder or offensive midfielder or even a winger who scores goals. No, it's very important.
With next season not being far away, this is almost an opportunity tonight, isn't it, to send a bit of a message to Liverpool and say to them we're going to be challenging again better next season.
Yeah, they know that we are going to be there because we were there in the last 2 seasons. So they know that we are a top side and we are going to even improve it and we are going to challenge them and we are going to fight for the Premier League.
And if we win this game tonight, obviously Champions League qualification for next year is almost secure. Does the focus then switch to the FA Cup and the Champions League? There's still plenty to play for, isn't there, this season?
Yeah, it has been from the beginning. No, we knew that winning some games, the home game in some way, we knew that we were going to be the top 4. This is one of the targets, no? Once that we know that the league was gone, but of course we knew that our main one was Newcastle. Now we are going to think on the semis against Arsenal, and then let's see we can. So we are like 3 weeks to prepare the game against Arsenal. We hope that we have another 2 weeks to prepare the final and then 1 week to prepare the Champions League. This is important to be competing, basically because we are going to keep also the rhythm of the competition. That is crucial to go for the Champions League.
Brilliant, Cheeky. Thank you for talking to us.
You're welcome. Bye.
That was Cheeky speaking at half-time, raising some great points there, of course, looking ahead to the semi-final and Champions League, but also saying that we need to secure that qualification spot, which I think can happen then with this game. So there's still those focuses, and that seems to be something that's across all the squad, that they don't let any kind of outside chat get in.
100%, and that's again a credit to the organisation, the way they see things. Like it was strange to me to hear Pep address qualifying for the Champions League before the game. Like that wasn't even a thought process in my mind. I didn't even know it was possible they couldn't qualify. So for Pep to recognise that, and it goes back, it reminds me of a time when we speak about the Charity Shield and the club were adamant that is a trophy. Like, if that's not silverware, then we don't want to be part of it, kind of thing. So it highlights the fact and the determination of the whole organisation on what games mean. But like Piki said there's a lot more kind of at stake in regards to Champions League, the FA Cup and the Champions League.
And what a way to actually start a pre-season, in a way, for the Champions League, because we do finish the Premier League, the FA Cup, and then go into that Champions League. It's going to be definitely different to anything we've seen. But this season for Manchester City could still be so successful, Joleon.
100%. And like I said before, if we go on to win the FA Cup and the Champions League, that is arguably the most successful season we've had, especially with the circumstances that have kind of posed football, not just Man City. So there's a lot to play for, and I'm sure the players now, this will only create a lot more confidence and also a lot more fear for every other team that faces them. They kind of have to come with a different approach because they don't come with the players Liverpool have. They don't come with arguably the best defender in the world. They come with ordinary, say not ordinary, but like lesser profile players. So this can only help City going forward.
And that momentum that you talk about, how key is that going to be? Maybe not necessarily in the Premier League games or the FA Cup, but when it comes to playing in those European fixtures, is that kind of a whole other element that you really need on your side going into those big games?
Definitely. I think so much more so now there's going to be no home field advantage. Yeah. Like obviously with the great result we had in Madrid, there's not going to be the benefit now of coming here and playing with a lead and protecting that. It's different. So these games can only create confidence for us as a group of players, but also create fear for opposition, knowing that they've literally just destroyed Liverpool in 45 minutes, and it could go on to be more.
And this second half, it's definitely going to be exciting. 3-0 up. I did call 3-1, so I'll take 3-0. I'll take 3-0. Yeah, I'll take 3-0 definitely. But actually thinking of the players that we've got on the bench as well, people that could come on. Do you think we'll see maybe Pep give some time to those players, get them out there, and actually get them some more of that game time and match fitness?
I'd love to see players, and I'm hopefully like Tommy Doyle gets minutes, but in regards to the bigger picture, put them to the sword. Like, punish the weak. If this is able, like, if Liverpool still believe they can win this game 4-3 and there's more space, bring on Mahrez, bring him on and kind of combat that. So I'm not here to say, yeah, let's be sentimental or romantic and give players minutes. Let's put these to the sword and create a bigger margin of a victory.
David Silva, Bernardo Silva, there's players on that bench that could definitely come on, and yeah, we could get three more. If you're listening, I'll take 3 more, definitely.
Well, that's what we're hoping for in the studio, and I hope you're hoping for the same, or maybe we'll just settle for the 3-0. And we're going to be back with you at the end of the second half. We'll bring you our post-match thoughts. We'll also hear from Pep and hopefully get a player interview as well. So come back to We're Not Really Here at the full-time whistle. Enjoy the second half.